Is y'all ready? The hope deferred, man. We finna talk about it. My braid sticking up crazy, ain't it? Put a one in the chat if y'all ready to chop it up with King Lou TV, man. Put a one in the chat. You trying to mess my stream up? So today, y'all, today we talking about black women. There's a lot of bitterness in the black women's society. Okay, it's a lot of it. Give me 1 second. Let me take care of this person real quick. Give me 1 second. Take care. Let me hit myself with a like on my stream since I might even put a one in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. I'm trying to get this title, this topic pinned below. I'll be moderating my own channel when my wife's asleep. But today I'm talking about black women. I know it's gonna rub a lot of y'all wrong. I know a lot of black women probably ain't gonna like this video. Uh, but I'm talking about black women today, straight up. I'm not even lying to you. So if you got a black woman, or if you know one, share this live to them. Cause I'm not talking down on them either. I'm really just speaking the facts that I've pulled up, took some notes, and it's biblical as well. It's some Bible I'm gonna put with this message today too. So pull up on me. So so I was taking notes from my pastor, man, and my pastor he's put out so many good words. Many good words. It don't make no sense, bro. So I was just chilling and I said, you know what? You talking about a face reveal. What are you talking? Please stay. Oh, let me give y'all my introduction. I'll be talking so far ahead of myself. My braids sticking out like it's gangbanging. Look, it's King Lou TV. Please respect me. Every stream that I do, my topic is pinned below, and my topic is always the title of my video. So you ain't never gotta come in here lost. If you subscribe, you should already know how this go. If you not, that's how I go. Respect me. Disagree with me for sure. I do not care about you disagreeing with me. But I'm not finna argue with you either. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to argue with nobody and have a whatever fight with you, a keyboard war with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna just remove you from the stream. If you feel like whatever you want to do is more important than my stream and following how I want it to go in here, I'm gonna remove you up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, the topic is below. Stick to the topic, stick to the subject, or you can go and move around. You know what I'm saying? Do something with yourself. So we talking about bitter black women today, y'all. Yeah. And honestly, we could start off talking about all y'all as people, because y'all problem is y'all suffer from hyper individualism. You know what that is? Put a one in the chat if you know what hyper individualism is. Let's see if y'all know what that is. Let's see if y'all know, because I'm pretty sure y'all don't know what that is. I didn't know what it was when I heard it. Even though y'all ain't put a one in the chat, I'm still finna tell y'all hyper individualism. It's just it's just really selfishness. That's all it is. It's when you feel like you are the only person that matters on this earth and nobody else matters and nothing else matters, and you don't care what nobody say, you don't care what nobody do, you don't care about this, you don't care about that, you don't care about whatever, right? That's hyper individualism. A lot of y'all suffer from that, like Donnie R. He suffered from hyper individualism. Why? Because it's only about what he want to do. If he want to play in my stream right now, he's gonna play. If he want to tell somebody to be quiet, he gonna tell them to be quiet. It's about what he says. It's not about what's going on in the stream. It's not about what's going on with other people. It's not about what's going on in the world. It's just strictly about what you want. That's hyper individualism, bro. You self-centered around yourself. You don't care about other people. You don't care about nobody else around you. You do things solely off of your own questions and your own answers, bro. And that's what's wrong with the world. Everybody is so selfish. They feel like they don't owe nobody no explanation, bro. They feel like they don't owe nobody no respect. That's why a lot of y'all don't believe in God, because y'all feel like, who are you to bow down to somebody that you can't even see? Let alone when you can't even bow down to your own parents. You can't even respect your own people. You know what I'm saying? And you go around and you do things solely off of how you feel. You say what you want to say. You give out your own view of everything. You don't care about other people. That's what's wrong with y'all, like Donnie. Y'all just like Donnie. Y'all don't care about other people. All y'all care about is getting the satisfaction from what you want by yourself. And it's easier to be self-centered when you feel like you alone. It's easier to be uh individual. It's easy to be an individual when you taught to be a rebel from America. America done made y'all rebels. That's why y'all go around, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. Then I'm gonna say what I this is exactly America made y'all some hyper individual rebels. That's what y'all is, bro. Y'all ruthless, bro. Y'all will never submit to anyone, bro. Y'all will never listen to anyone. Who are you to have to listen to somebody? You feel what I'm saying? You gonna rock with how you rock with. I got a neighbor, right? I got a neighbor, right? I gotta put this down because this up too far, man. This is just throwing me off. Let's put the ponytail over here real quick, just to keep this down. Judge your mama. Do that look right? I don't care if it look right or not. It probably don't, but we gonna hold this down because my stuff is cocked like a pistol. I got a neighbor, right? And most times, fam, my neighbor will be cool. We'll be cool. She'll say what up to me and my wife. She'll be like, what's up? She'll be like, hi. And then some days, she'll just not, she won't say nothing. Blatantly, she won't say a word. Woosah. And I'm looking like, man, why she ain't speaking today? Like, what happened today? Like, what? You not talking today? What is this, like a turn on and turn off switch? No, it's the hyper individualism. It's the fact that people like like Donnie, Donnie is mad because I'm addressing him. We're gonna use Donnie today, y'all, for the stream. Donnie is gonna be the example name that I use, and this is no disrespect to you, Donnie. I love you, brother. I just got to use you as an example because you are showing that what I'm saying is true. As I was saying to my story time about my neighbor, I had to sit back and really think, and I said, "Dang, I know why she didn't speak to me." Hope deferred. She'll never submit to nobody. Who is she to have to speak to somebody that she don't never really have to speak to, right? Because she don't really gotta say nothing to me or my wife. She ain't gotta speak to us. You don't have to come in my live stream if you don't want to. You ain't got to listen to me talk. So everybody has their own, if you want a cheeseburger, you're going to go get you a cheeseburger. You get what I'm saying, though? But if you don't want to listen to somebody, you don't have to listen to them. You don't have to be cooperative. You don't have to be communicative, like if that's a word. You don't have to be like a cool talkative person. Like we ain't gotta have a cool bond. If you don't want to, you are the one that can determine how the version of yourself how you want it to be. But most of y'all are rebels. And what y'all say goes. Y'all rebels, man. Y'all will never submit to nobody. Never in your life. Yeah. Yep. And Donnie is one of the biggest rebels, man. He don't care about what I'm saying. All he I'm gonna use Donnie for example. All Donnie woke up to do once he found my live stream was to make it about him. His first comment was shut up, right? It wasn't good morning. It wasn't, hey, what you talking about? It wasn't nothing else. He chose to say shut up. So after he said shut up, he said what did he say? We're gonna use him as an example. This is an example of a hyper individualism person, a hyper individualism rebel that never will ever submit to anyone. This is an example. And then he turned around and said, "Watch your mouth." The first thing he said was, "Watch your mouth." Why? Why I gotta watch my mouth? Because he had never submit to anyone. Who is he to come in here and who is he to come in a live stream where the only voice he can hear is mine and tell me to watch my mouth? This is the hyper individualism, y'all. I'm showing y'all what's going on this is real time. I'm reading the comment right now. So the reason why he said watch your mouth is because he feel like I said, he feel like, man, I'm finna run this live stream, bro. This my live stream. I'm in here. Pay attention to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Do what I tell you to do, or whatever. And right after that, what he say? He say you being judgmental. You want to know why he say I'm being judgmental? Because he had never submit to anyone. Who is he to have to listen to the only voice that he can hear being in my live stream? Who is he to have to really follow how things actually go on YouTube when you go into somebody's stream? Ain't that something, y'all? Ain't that crazy how the rebels is? That's because he's a rebel. He not finna fold to nobody. I ain't read the rest of his comments, and I'm really not gonna go through every comment, but I'm trying to show y'all what hyper individualism is. It's when you're extremely selfish and you're extremely self-centered, and it's about you. Now the right now this version of Ronnie that I will explain to y'all is the good Ronnie, when it came in and said, "Good morning, King Lou," or "What's up, bro? What's the topic?" I would have told him down there. He would have, "Oh, okay, I agree or I disagree." That's how you know you don't have hyper individualism. Why? Why I say that? Because you coming in reasonable and you looking at things from all avenues. You're not just coming in straight on your view. Man, shut up. All right, you judgmental. All right, look. What do you say? He say, you said you 30 times. You're a judgmental accuser. You have no rights to judge. There it is again. No, my first comment was watch your mouth. Cause you're judgmental, hypocrite, attention seekers that need to feel important. This is exactly why he is a perfect example of hyper individualism, bro. He only care about himself, bro. And he probably upset because I didn't remove him. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not finna remove you, bro, because I don't have nothing against you, fam. I'm talking about my message, and if you don't want to hear it, you know you could leave. If you want to, if you want to, and I just realized that you disrespected me as soon as you came in here by telling me to watch my mouth. I never disrespected you. I used you as an example. So I am gonna ask you to leave or I'll just block you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only finna do this because the hyper individualism inside of y'all, it creates anger. That's why I'm pretty sure you are truly upset. I'm not mad, fam. I'm not mad. I'm not perfect either. I promise you I'm not perfect, dude. Y'all be waking up perfect, living perfect lives, having perfect. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just going around trying to correct people because I suffer from hyper individualism. You don't even know that. You don't even know what you're going through. I guarantee you, you're going through something that you don't even know how to handle. You just dish it out on people because you don't know how to handle it. And that's called hope deferred syndrome, bro. That don't make sense, Donnie. You don't make no sense. But I promise you, the moment that you sit back and realize that no matter what you do and say, you gonna have to focus on you. I'ma always point the finger and say what I want and talk how I'm talking in here. Because this my YouTube platform. You know, just like me, man, you could leave anytime. You know, you don't really gotta be in here. You know what I'm saying? But while you here, I'm using you as an example to everybody else so I can help them understand what it looks like to be a hyper individualism, to suffer from hyper individualism, right? Like you are, you know what I'm saying? And to never submit to anyone. That's what's wrong with the world, like I was saying, y'all. Nobody never want to listen to nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody, everybody got it on lock. They so independent. You know, they an individual. In other countries, you know what I'm saying? In other countries, this don't happen, fam. This is just an American thing, fam. And I'm pretty sure he is a single father. Guarantee you that. He don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? He don't need nobody. He could do it all on his own, just like black women. Cause my neighbor is a black woman, and she's a hyper individualism. She suffers from hyper individualism as well because most black women do, fam. They do, fam, and it's sad, and it's like I don't understand it. You know, I don't get it, but I do pray for those people that suffer from this because life is not about you. Life is not about you. This is probably not even a real person. I'm in here talking to a robot. What the heck? Let's get him out of here. But back to my message, man. The reason I use black women is because you gotta think about black women in power and in positions, you know what I'm saying, in this world that we live in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what all you see is like black women at the head of a lot of things that we got going on in this world. You know, they be in positions where they could exercise their power, and a lot of black women, they have just hurt from, I don't know, from a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of black women, they got hurt uh from relationships. Like a lot of black women claim to be single parents. You know what I'm saying? When single means one. So how could you be a single parent when you have a child, which means that you're not by yourself? But for some reason, these single mothers not only claims being a single mother, but they have a single woman mindset. And a single woman mindset is what's destroying this world. A single man mindset is what's destroying this world. Why? Because they suffering from hyper individualism. They don't need nobody for nothing, fam. And we all know this. We all need somebody, bro, to lean on. We all need somebody, bro. We all need to follow behind somebody, and eventually, what? We all gonna have to listen to somebody, bro. You ain't never finna be living your life knowing everything, fam, and just having everything on point and just so perfectly well rounded in your life. No, you not. How I got my notes for this stream that I'm doing, I was listening to somebody. I was listening to my pastor speak as he dropped so many good, wise videos. I listen to the video and I write notes from what he's saying. And I say what I tell y'all, what I wrote down and what I understood from his message so y'all can understand as well. I don't want none of the credit. My pastor, his name is Stephen Darby, passed away in what, 2017? But he has tons of videos, tons of message, and this message in particular was called the hope deferred syndrome, and it was very good because it's a lot of people, and then speed back up to the message. It's a lot of people with children that claim to be single parents, but it's no such thing as a single parent when single means one and you have kids. So that means it's one, what? It's really two, or is it three, or is it four? Because most black women who claim to be single parents, they be having kids. How I know? Because you a single parent, bro. You're a parent to a child, so you're not by yourself. And I feel like that's a big, big statement that matters because if you say you a single parent, you gonna live like you single. You gonna talk like you single. You gonna move like you single. Everything that you think and do is gonna be in a single mindset. You're not gonna think like, oh, I got my child. Oh, this my child. Oh, my kid involved. Oh, my kid got a father. Oh, I can't. This is why a lot of us fathers, like me, for example, have to suffer because have to hear and watch our my children suffer behind being separated from me because these mothers, right, these mothers that I chose, that I don't want to talk bad on because I'm just as hey, we both played a part in the separation, but I am not continuing to be separated from my children by choice. They are. They are choosing to separate me from my children, continuing on. I will take my children right now if I could. I would have all my children right now if I could get them right now. If this message could get to them, I would want my children, tell them I want all my kids right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the case, but they don't know this. You want to know why? Because they suffer from hyper individualism, and the only thing that matters is what they think about me. They don't know me. They don't know how I am now. They don't even know I have a YouTube channel. They don't know nothing about me. And a lot of people, they break bonds, right? I got a good friend, right? A lot of people break bonds because they suffer from the hyper individualism as well. They feel like they don't owe a part. The sickest thing you could do is be one foot in and one foot out. How is it that we don't owe each other communication if we signed up to be friends? If we signed up to communicate with each other, if you said that you was my homie, but yet and still I call you because you told me to call you, or I asked you whatever because you told me to ask you, and you don't respond to me, fam, I didn't know you were suffering from hyper individualism, fam. You feel like you ain't got to respond to me. You feel like it, and this is what destroys my bond with people because I feel like if I'm not worthy for good communication from you, what is my point of even talking to you then? If you don't owe me a simple response, if you can't just simply be respectful enough to say, you know what, let me respond to my boy, or to bro or to my neighbor. Let me, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that much respect for me, then I don't think it's no need for us to communicate because I would never treat a person outside of the way that they treat me. And I said that wrong. I would never treat a person the way that they treat me. I'ma always treat you how I wanna be treated. And a lot of people treat you how they want to be treated. People want to be treated like trash, bro. And it be throwing me off because I'll be like, dang, I don't treat it like you want to be treated like trash, bro. You want to be treated like a forgotten idea. Like you want to be treated like you ain't nothing, bro. Like, why you want to be treated like that? I'm not finna treat you like that. I'm gonna just leave you alone. I ain't finna treat you like garbage because you used to that and you treat your life like that and you live like that. No, we ain't finna do that. So let's get back to it. So yeah, as he broke down, the single parent statement, which is very strong, he went right into saying, uh, how y'all still single minded. And a lot of y'all still single minded. A lot of y'all married and y'all still single minded. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a lot of I see a lot of black women by themselves, and I'm not saying all of them. You know what I'm saying? But 29% of, I mean, black women, man, bro, look, I see a lot of single black women, not single, I don't know what they is, but I see a lot of black women by themselves in this world, and it's crazy. It's very crazy. But I feel like it's because a lot of them still single minded. Like my neighbor, like she still I seen her with somebody before, but I mainly see her by herself. And I feel like I see a lot of black women in my community that I live in by themselves. I think I'm probably the only active, me and my wife, we're the only active couple around here. I haven't really seen no other couples around here. And honestly, even when I'm traveling to stores, Dollar Tree, and in the world, I really don't see couples at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I barely see couples. That's how you know the devil is rising, bro. Like I don't really see couples out here in the world. But and it's because I feel like I don't see couples in this world is because of these exact notes that I took, and it says maybe still single minded. If so, and I feel like y'all is single minded. A lot of y'all is single minded, and this is why y'all relationships ain't going good. This is why your marriages ain't go good. This is why your family ain't chopping it up with you. This is why your friends don't want to. This is exactly why people be by themselves. And a lot of people that don't be by themselves, they be surrounded by people who suffer from hyper individualism too. So that they ain't gonna correct you, you know what I'm saying? Because they suffering from the same thing. And so how they gonna tell you you need to go find some love, or you gonna have somebody that love you one day when they don't even believe that themselves. You know what I'm saying? So uh the thing about the single minded, and especially to this is to the single parents, y'all. Stop saying y'all single parents when once you have a child, you're no longer single. You can't be an individual anymore. An individual is by yourself. Is when you think and you live by yourself. Single mindset. You go to the club, to the bar. You do anything you want to do with a single mindset when you're single, bro. But you are not single anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Once you make a child, bro, and that don't mean your life is over either, bro. That means that you are now double. You're not single anymore, bro. Like one plus one is two, bro. Like straight up. And one plus two is three, and one plus three is four. That's how you gotta live. You gotta live for four. You gotta live for five. You can't be sitting out here leaving your kids in the crib, going to get ran on, going to get pounded on, because you feel like that's more important. You can't do that. You can't be going to therapy. You can't be doing that stuff, man. You gotta travel as a pack, as one. That's how you supposed to move as a family, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh but The sickest thing, right? So follow me, right? The sickest thing, right, that make these black women so evil and black men so evil is they have a kickstand. And I'm gonna tell you what I say when I say what I mean when I say kickstand, right? I mean folks have kids, but they live single. Did you hear me? Like people be having kids though, and they be living single. And you want to know why I say that? Because they got the daycare, they got their grandmas and grandpappys, they got the school. You know what I'm saying? And that's helping them be single, cause they could drop their kid off at school. That's why a lot of mothers and fathers probably salty right now, because school is finna end, and these kids graduating and they getting out. Look at the faces on these parents. They probably be happy at graduation because they still are self-centered. A lot of these parents at graduation, they just as fly as their kids. And it's really about their kids. But that's a whole other note. Uh uh the daycares, the grandparents, and the schools help a lot of these black women for sure. And I gotta say black women because they have more rights over our children that we create with them than we do as men. And it's sad because I understand that we have rights that we can go fight and file paperwork. I understand it, I hear it. But these mothers have rights that they don't have to fight. A mother have rights. Once she bear a child, it's over with. She ain't gotta do nothing. All she gotta do is tell them your name, fam, and she finna get that paper. Telling you, fam. Fathers, we don't have that. We gotta go file the paperwork. Hopefully we can get it free, or we might have to pay 300 something plus dollars just to see our kids. We gotta hope that you come to court, hope that you agree on the terms, because if you don't, it's gonna get altered and it's gonna have to go in your favor still. Then you could steal for 18 years, you could steal money from the father. For what reason? A lot of mothers do need child support because a lot of fathers are deadbeat fathers and they don't want to take care of their kids. I understand that. I respect those women out here that go through that, because every black woman ain't just out here trying to get a check off their baby father. But unfortunately, especially what I deal with, the ones that I pick, the baby mothers that I chose to have kids by, which is was obviously my bed and I had to lay in it. I got several baby mamas, but instead of them giving me my children so I could take care of my children, they would rather just put me on child support, which don't make no sense to me because I feel that my kids would benefit more being around me than me being in jail, because y'all don't because they don't understand that my background with the felonies that I've committed, it makes it hard for me to get employment. You get what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong though, God is a awesome God, and I got things lined up to where I'm gonna be okay. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping on that, but I'm just trying to let y'all know, like, the mothers, I'm aiming this towards the mothers of my culture because this is what's destroying our culture right now. This is what's destroying these kids, and I feel bad for my daughters. I feel bad for the daughters and sons out here that could never see their father, that wants to see them, that wants, key word, because it's fathers out here that don't want to see their kids, like my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what age they is, there's fathers out here that's deadbeats that have. Shout out to the good baby mamas, the good black women that are giving these fathers a chance to be in their children's lives, and they not giving them no problems, and they know they in a relationship, and they giving them chance to see their kids, and these fathers are not taking advantage. So it go both ways. I'm not just leaning on one sided aim with this, but I'm just speaking about mothers because mothers have more of a control than fathers do. You get what I'm saying? They have more power. And mothers are the ones that you see driving and dropping the kids off to the schools. And I seen mothers in these grocery stores yesterday buying balloons, and I see them driving and all that. You see mothers doing this. You see the black women doing this. I can't speak about white women. I'm not in their culture. I can't speak about other cultures. I'm not in their culture. I can only speak about my culture. That's why I'm speaking about it. So the world, this is why God wanted us to detach from the world, because the world created daycares and schools to help people still live a rebel, hyper individualism lifestyle to where they don't have to listen to nobody. Who are they to listen to somebody like the guy I removed from my chat earlier? Nobody wants to listen, especially black women. Like I said, when I was using my neighbor for example, like I was looking like, dang, I thought we was cool. What happened? As my daughter would say, "What happened? I thought we was cool." But it's that individualism. It's that single mindset. It's the fact that the world helps people live that way. So even if they're in a public setting around people that they normally would say hi to, they would not say hi to them. Why? Because they don't owe them nothing. Because they will feel like they have to submit to somebody. That's how sick these people is. These, especially these black women, they so sick. They feel like they have to submit to somebody, so they don't respond, so they don't say nothing, so they handle it in their own way. And I don't want to hear no gibberish and jabberish from no other black women trying to say this and say that about me because my wife is black. So I don't, in full black Negro woman. I ain't from the projects, from the hood. So I don't want to hear all that. He probably talking like that because he ain't got no way. My wife is a black Negro woman. So I don't want to hear that from you other black women. You could do better. Straight up. So uh the suffering from hyper individualism, right? It makes it hard for two to connect because everyone wants to be independent. This is what's wrong with the, and we still right now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife, she just pulled up. We still right now really talking about the hyper individualism. As he stated, makes it hard for two to connect because everyone wants to be independent, fam. Back to my example with my neighbor. One day she come out, she happy. Hey y'all. I'm talking about the nicest, sweetest black young woman that you could come in contact with. The next day, it's like, this me walking past her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You about 40 minutes late. I ain't got too much today. I might do a part two. I ain't gonna lie, I might not even have to do a part two. You about 40 minutes late, man. But there go my black wife right there. So it makes it hard for people to connect. And I feel like the sickest thing, like, and I used this example yesterday. I was on the phone trying to take care of some business, and it was a black woman that was be on the other side of the phone that worked for the business that I called, and you can hear the frustration in her voice. I'm not gonna lie, you can hear it, and I don't know what it was. I can't say it was me. I can't say it was the job. I don't know what it was, but you can hear it, and it's like, yeah. Look, all you have to do is go woo and press this and press that. I'm looking like, okay, man. You know what I'm saying? And what is that? Goes to example to show that she's suffering from hyper individualism. Why? Because she making it hard for two people to connect. That's what y'all don't understand. And this is strictly to men and women worldwide. This is exactly why I'm cutting people off and people have gotten cut off and they're getting cut off from me right now. No lie to you. Because if you have enough strength in you to make it hard for us to connect with each other, don't worry about it. We're gonna leave it up to God from here on out. I'm not gonna continue to beg you and hope that you respond to me and hope that you say, well, I'm gonna just be a normal person and just continue the conversation going. I'm gonna just respond like, no, I'm not doing it. It's over with. uh masculinity is a real threat. Yes, my wife has witnessed black women be threatened by me just from my masculinity. I ain't disrespecting these women. Why would I disrespect a woman and I got a whole wife? And I practice being polite and a gentleman to my wife 24/7. I have a whole daughter that I'm full time raising, bro. I have to practice showing my daughter the type of man that I want her to run into when she gets older. So who am I to walk around this house sagging, talking about, oh my mama, shut up, like who am I to do that? I'm showing my daughter the wrong. I'm you think she'll want to marry me if I treated her like that? Bro, I treat my wife with respect, women. So don't come in here. I am a father and a husband, ladies. Don't come in here thinking that this message is because he hurt from and I know he must don't got his mama, and he ain't got. I got a whole wife, bro. So don't no excuses. That we can't always try to make an excuse for our behavior, y'all, as people, bro. You got to start reevaluating yourself like me. Reevaluate yourself so you will be able to state things about yourself like I'm doing right now because I know myself. You feel what I'm saying? But back to the message. A lot of y'all people that's suffering from the hyper individualism, especially black women, you make it hard for two people to connect. I be seeing it with my wife. My wife is an amazing woman, fam. I don't be knowing why these women don't want to be friends with her. And it's not our job to try to read people's minds. I'm not trying to read nobody mind, but I do state the obvious though. It seemed like she a threat to them. And you want to know why? Because she ain't a HOE. You want to know why? Because she ain't dressed like a HOE. And that's later and deeper in this message too. But let's get back to it, right? So it make it hard for people to connect. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up, bro. Y'all want to know the ratio 2026 of black women that's married? It's 29 to 33%, fam, of black women that's married right now, fam. 29 to 33%. Y'all know how many women that leaves overall that's not married, fam? It's more women that's not married than it is. Do you know how sick that is, bro? Do you know how many people are out here suffering from hyper individualism and there are serious rebels out here right now? This is why a lot of this killing and stuff is going on. Do y'all know a lot of these dramas and beefs stem from the women? It don't really be the dudes. It be the women. But the dudes be the ones that don't have self-control. That's another stream that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another stream strictly about black men because I'm not just finna sit here and act like I've done streams on black men before too, but I'm gonna do one educated from my pastor because he gives very good words and messages that he incorporates with the Holy Spirit and the Bible, and I take notes from that. So I'm gonna take notes from that, and I'm gonna have that banger for y'all. But we talking about black women today, and the thing is, y'all black women not married. You too busy trying to listen to Sexy Red. You too busy trying to do all this other stuff. You too busy trying to wear some tight pants to catch a yeast infection because you want everybody to see your camel toe and your cleavage in your behind, fam. You don't want no man. You just want to try to trap a brother's soul. You want every man to look at you and watch you as you walk past like a whore. That's all y'all ladies be wanting. Y'all don't be wanting nothing else. I'm like, all right, let me see what I'm finna put on. Oh, I'm finna put this pick on. I think I can still fit it. This lady putting on pants that she knows she can't fit. Got a diaper rash and she don't even wear diapers. Till they won't be able to sit. Yeah, of course they can't sit with you because you cover yourself up. Women of God, it's hard, just as equal, just as well as masculinity. And I feel for my brothers that's masculine like me that are threats to especially us black brothers that are threats to are black women. It's so sad, bro. You know how many black women that got into it with me that I never got into it with, and all because they just see that I'm masculine, all because they see that I'm leading my wife, all because they see that I am the leader of my family. You know what I'm saying? I could just imagine how many people around here scared of me just off simply knowing that I am the father and the man of my house. Hold. So my main thing is, let's get back into it. Y'all black women, try to be wives. Y'all too busy trying to be everything else. This is why the percentage is so low. You get what I'm saying? The percentage is so low because it's the hope deferred from y'all. A lot of y'all suffering from heartbreak. And my pastor was calling them sicknesses because they is sicknesses. They like colds. They like COVID. And what's like COVID? The heartbreak from your father not being in your life, ladies. The heartbreak from your mothers. The rape that you had to experience. The heartbreak from your first love. You getting robbed. Whatever it is that you done been through, ladies, you gotta let it go. And God gonna bless you with a good brother. Look at my wife, prime example. Look at me, fam. My wife is, I ain't gonna keep saying it. My wife is a black woman. I'm not just talking this because I'm telling y'all, and I've never dated outside my race. I've never dated outside of my race, fam. Never. I've only dated black women. I'm telling you that right now. So I know what I'm talking about. And brothers, if you got you a good one, you better do like me. You better claim on up. We'll put that ring on that finger and go on and marry that woman. Telling you. I ain't gonna talk about my plans, but I know I'm definitely planning on, you know what I'm saying, dropping down on that knee. You hear me? Yeah, we got stuff in the works, but that's another thing. Anyway, um, what I was gonna say, peep this. So not only is women not married, black women not married. Look at all these black women as preachers out here and all these black men as preachers. Why they not talking about this in church? Why isn't there churches having strict days dedicated to women, right? Who 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 are single, who need a family, who need to create a family, who need to be in love. God is love, fam. God is love. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about why would church schedule something for people to meet up and all this, because that's God's house, right? And if that's God's home, let's break this down. Something that I never heard until I wrote this. God creates the family, right? Stay with me. God create the family, okay? And the family create the village. And the village create the community. And the community create the city. And the city create the nation. And the nation affects the world. Write that down if you ain't never heard that before, because I ain't never heard it either. That's why you gotta be you have to submit to every day to knowing that you could learn. This is why I keep learning stuff every day, bro. I got so much wisdom in my brain, fam. I'm talking about it's just overloaded at this point, bro. This is why it should start in a church. You know what I'm saying? But y'all church is too busy just trying to pass that collection plate around. Y'all church is too busy just trying to the church members, they too busy trying to flirt and be fast and all that, whatever, man. Whatever y'all trying to do. These churches, even these people on here talking about God. They just trying to get some followers and some views. They ain't really talking about nothing. They not really about nothing. They really just about their own self. They don't care. And they really just trying to come in between y'all and God. They don't really want to, they don't want you to go to God yourself and end up speaking from your own testimony. And Lord and behold, you become a speaker like they is. You know what I'm saying? So always believe in yourself. But they don't teach that in the church, and they should. I don't see why they don't teach love in the church and encourage women, especially our black women, to give black men a chance. Give black men a chance. Cause I see women dating outside their race. I see a lot of women dating outside their race, and the same thing for black men. I see a lot of black men dating outside their like. Come on back, y'all, to the nation. Like we is one, and I was on a bus the other day and it was just so much confusion. The bus driver was into it with a passenger that got on the bus. She got off the bus. The bus driver got off the bus, called the police, and said she don't trust the lady because she get on the bus every day complaining and cursing her out or whatever the case may be. All I said in my head as I was sitting there, I said, man, it's crazy how if it's one thing you can count on in our culture is for us to collide. When my neighbor ignored me, I said, "This is one we can count on us to collide. We can always count on falling out with each other. We can always count on fighting with each other. That's one thing we could always depend on. May not be able to come together and have a genuine bond. We may not be able to do anything in a better way. We may not, but you know what we can do? We can get into it with each other." For sure. We could have a beef with each other and we could fall out really badly with each other. That's what we can do. We're very good at that as black people, especially the black men out here. This is a random topic that I'm getting on right now. Especially black men, they know how to kill each other better than any slave master from the 1900s ever did ever in their life, bro. I'm talking about, I don't care what it's about. They will kill you over a French fry and a shoestring, bro. It don't even matter, fam. Um, but back to it. So love need to be taught in y'all churches. So if you at church right now and you a single black woman and that pastor ain't encouraging you to be married, I ain't talking about just to pay you to have the three-letter S word with him. I'm talking about really encourage you to be in love with a brother that's of God. See, us brothers of God are different from brothers, period. It's a whole different level and a whole different breed. See, we do everything through Christ. And that's what y'all women need. You need a brother through Christ. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, you have to show the man that you are through Christ, that you're a woman of God by number one, cover yourself up. That's number one. But we're gonna get into that deeper in a minute. So look, a lot of black women say this: black men can't handle a strong black woman. That's a lie, ladies. Be 100 to you. What is a strong black woman? A strong black woman is a woman who has her own job and makes her own money. Then why did the black man go over there and date Samantha, the white lady who's extremely wealthy, more rich than most of y'all black women? Why did he date her? She not a threat to him? You get what I'm saying? If we talking about, because I know a lot of black women refer to being independent, to being to being financially successful, which I understand, I get it, but like if that was the case, why would if you were such a threat to a black man, why would he go date a wealthy white woman who's more stable than you are? And all these white women ain't no pushovers. So you can't say like, oh, it's to run them over. All these white, hey, some of them might be, but let's be 100. None of us know them all. So we can't say all of them is like that. You get what I'm saying? So we we gonna leave that right there, but just let that sit on you, because a lot of black women use that line. Black men can't handle a strong black woman. My wife is strong. I can handle her. She black. She upstairs laying down. You know what I'm saying? My wife, I can handle her. We may not agree all the time, but like I can handle my wife. Well, it's finna be 7 years. I'm still handling her. 6 years. It's been so long with me and my wife. I don't even count no more because I know I ain't going nowhere. Me and her have a mutual agreement to be with each other for the rest of our life. So I don't even count no more. So I don't know why women be feeling like us black men. And I'm gonna just say this. And if you black men want a strong woman. If you black brothers don't want a strong woman, something is wrong with y'all. Y'all should want a strong woman that's going to be able to go through it. But a lot of black women, when they say strong, they don't mean strong like my wife. See, my wife, she can eat. We was homeless together. You know what I'm saying? See, my wife, we struggled together. That's the type of strength I'm talking about. My wife, she could pick me up and help me. She encouraged me to go for my drink. Like, it's a different type of strength that a lot of you black women don't even know how to talk about or how to do, and wonder how she keeping me on point. And when they see me, when her friends and the people she discuss see me, these women be wanting me because they be like, man, how she keep him? Because she is a complete woman. She believe in me. She encourages me. She tell me like it is. She express how she feel. What more can I ask for? What more can I ask for? I ain't gotta go out and go all ball out crazy to make her happy. I could literally go down at a Dollar Tree, get something for my wife, and she'll be just as grateful as if I was to go to the mall and spend $2,000-3,000 on something for her. She'll be grateful for both, whether it's cost $2,000-3,000 or whether it's $1 or whether I ordered it off Temu. She don't care. She just happy that she has me. See, a lot of you brothers got to start understanding this. The women not happy with you, fam. She happy with what you have. A lot of you women got to understand this. These brothers not happy with you. They happy with what you have. You have to get with somebody who have a spiritual connection. So look, let's keep going. Proverbs 13:12. You know what I'm saying? The issue, y'all. We're going to go over the issue. Because if what you believe is delayed long enough, your heart can grow sick. Ooh, he say, if what you believe is delayed if what you believe is delayed long enough, your heart can grow sick. And what he meant by that is, if you sitting there, you wanting your father to come, he never come, your heart gonna grow sick. If you want your husband to get right and woo woo, and he never get right, your heart gonna grow sick. So the sicknesses are the things that never got completed. Let's get it cracking though. Let's get it cracking though. So we're gonna go to Proverbs 13:12. And I'm already almost at an hour, and I'm almost done, but I'm not almost done still. So I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. So sit tight, get you a cup of coffee, We're gonna go to Proverbs real quick. We're gonna go to Proverbs 13:12. And the reason why you gotta understand the sickness that your heart can carry from the hope deferred is because we already in Proverbs? We already in Proverbs. That's crazy. Yeah, I was reading it a little bit more. That's trying to say Proverbs 13:12. Right? Yeah, Proverbs 13:12. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to get it. And just a quick shout out to everybody who's sticking alive out with me, who here. I don't know if you're at work or whatever you got going on. I appreciate you for being here. Uh, 13:12. Okay. So as I stated to y'all, the issue is if what you believe is delayed long enough, your heart can grow sick. What do Proverbs 13:12 is, y'all? It say hope deferred. Y'all know what hope deferred is? So hope deferred is, I'm finna break it down for y'all. Hope deferred is, right? Hope deferred is it is something that I experienced growing up without my mother and my father. Sitting in front of the door, you know what I'm saying? Sitting in front of the door every chance I got, right? Every chance I got, you know what I'm saying? And just waiting for them to come. Hope deferred. Why? Because they never showed up. So I kept looking, I kept looking, I kept looking, and I ended up, my heart ended up becoming sick, and I ended up it created an anger in me. So now I'm a young teenager. I'm going around. I'm mad. A lot of people didn't notice. A lot of high school people didn't notice about me. A lot of people didn't know nothing about me. They didn't know why I was the way that I was. They didn't know why I became so violent in the streets, and I ended up going in and out of jail, breaking hearts. I was just doing all type of wrongdoings and so much wickedness because of my hope deferred from not having my parents. Do y'all get what I'm saying? That. So hope deferred marketh the heart sick. I was mad when I used to see brothers with their fathers and their mothers. I was my heart became sick. But when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. But when the desire cometh, it's a tree of life. It never came. You know what I'm saying? It never came. So my hope was deferred. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of black women suffer from, the hope deferred, because father wasn't there, daddy wasn't there to take them to the fair. You get what I'm saying? Because the husband never got it right. Because they lost their brother. It could be so many. They lost their father. You get what I'm saying? It could be so many different things, right? They got the hope deferred that created the heart to grow sick, fam. You could say you good and all that, but you people mask through their actions how they truly feel, fam. They don't they tell you they good, they don't really be good, bro. They really be bad, bro. They really be toe up from the flow up and it make you want to throw up. Let's keep it 100 though. They do. They don't be good, bro. They just fake it till they make it, but they don't never make it nowhere. Let me refresh. If I got new comments, I'm gonna go on and refresh them. Probably not. Oh, okay. So that's what hope deferred mean. And most of, of what we want, right? Most of what we want still didn't come. Most of what we want still didn't come. Your ex never got it right. Your father never came back. Love from your father, you never got that. A lot of women are dysfunctional because they never got the love from their father. They never got that. So they don't know what love is. They don't know how to love at all. It's a hope deferred. They didn't never get love properly from their mother. So the hope is deferred, and they never got a hope deferred, and it starts a pattern of sickness, because as you're growing up as a child, you're not getting properly loved from your mother and your father, whether they there or not. Right now, we're creating a pattern of sickness, because now, as I remember from growing up, now I'm starting to get mad. I'm hurt, my feelings hurt, and I have the hope deferred. But now I'm starting to create a sickness. Now I'm committing crimes. Now I'm mad at everybody. Now I'm the angry young man. And I used to always say, man, you ain't my mom and dad. You can't tell me what to do. That used to be my number one go-to line. I used to say that all the time, y'all. I didn't care who you was. I don't. If you wasn't my mother and my father, I was telling you this every rip off the rip. I was telling you this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm breaking it down and relating to y'all because I understand that this is a very serious matter. And I want y'all to understand that if I could overcome it, you can too, black women and men as well, if you hear this too. But where you go wrong at, right? Because if I'm growing up without them, and let's say, for example, if I never experienced going to jail and going through a lot of, man, I went through so much hardship. I was getting shot at. I was going through all type of stuff, right? If I would have never went through a lot of different things, I would have did what a lot of y'all women doing and a lot of y'all men doing, and I would be searching for it through relationships, which I did. I did. But the only reason why it wasn't structurally searched from through a relationship is because I really did. I knew what love, I thought I knew what love was. And I just wanted love. But the reason that I wanted love is also in correlation with the hope deferred, because if I don't got my mom and dad to love me, then obviously that's the main one of the biggest reasons why I want love. You feel what I'm saying? That's the biggest reason why I want love, you know, because my mom and dad didn't love me. So a lot of y'all women are destroying these men, and a lot of y'all don't understand why you destroying these men. You don't understand how you destroying these men. And I ain't gonna lie, it's just the fact that it's just the braid just is making me a little upset, G. Put that behind here. So, um, the hope deferred, right? No, what was I saying? Oh, you get to searching for it through a relationship, fam. And as you searching for it through a relationship, bro, you you destroying that person. You trying to, for example, you black women, you trying to make this man love you like your father never did. That's impossible. He's gonna love you like the man that he came to love you like, whether that's for a quickie or whether that's for a long time. And you brothers searching for these women to love you like your mama never did, like I did, and that's not gonna happen because old girl, she just gonna be in her position into what she signed up to be, and that's, I'm sure that's not the love like our mothers love supposed to love us. So stop searching for that, because you just destroying people. You trying to make everybody pay, or make everybody be the, as I'm finna get into that part two, be the medicine to your sickness from your heartbreak or whatever it is that you went through, that that created that pattern of sickness from your hope being deferred. You know what I'm saying? And every sickness has what? Has symptoms. Y'all know what symptoms in. And if you and the thing is, if you suffer from if you suffer so much from sickness, you can make people answer to your sickness. That's why a lot of you women is by y'all self, because y'all got these men trying to answer to your sickness. He ain't no, this nigga ain't no doctor. He don't even go to the doctor himself. This nigga don't even take medicine or nothing. He don't. How he gonna answer to your sickness that you suffering from behind whatever you going through? That don't go like that. It don't work like that. That's just it. It's just not gonna go like that. You feel what I'm saying? So get well, ladies and gentlemen, especially my black queen, my black sisters out there, man. Uh, because you suffer so much from the sickness, ladies, you black women, and you turn around and you not only want the relationship to answer to your sickness and solve your sickness, you become pregnant and you hope that that would create love. A lot of y'all kids don't even know y'all was created strictly because your mama was sad and she want love and she wants somebody to love her, and daddy wasn't there to love her, so she created you to try to see if daddy will love her through you, or to see if you could fix her sickness. A lot of y'all kids was created to try to fix y'all mother's sickness, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And once the child come and it go down to the next room and you hold it in your arm and you gotta let it go for let your baby go for a second so they can clean it off and everything, you still wondering why you feel like that. You still trying to figure out why is it that you feel sick still. And when I say sick, I mean depressed. When I say sick, I mean hurt. When I say sick, I mean, you know what I mean? Feel bad. You feel the same hurt you felt before you got impregnated and had that child, even after you had a child. So now you trying to figure out what you can do. What can you say that's gonna help the situation, right? And what a lot of women don't understand too. And I like this next note. I love this next note. Children's love is different from adults' love, bro. It's like a lot of y'all black mothers, y'all be in love with y'all kids. Oh, that's my little boo. That's my little boo 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 boo. That's my bro. A child's love is different from a parent, from an adult's love, bro. There's two different things, fam. You really think I'm loving my daughter and my wife the same, bro? It's impossible, fam. I can't love my daughter a certain way because guess what? I'm not my daughter's friend. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no, bro. I'm not my daughter's friend, bro. So I don't love her I love her to a certain extent to where I'm gonna have to tell her right from wrong. And as a full-time parent, like a lot of y'all should know, our kids don't like when they can't do certain things. And I ain't gotta do that. I don't love my wife. I love my wife enough to tell my wife the truth, to let my wife know what it is, and to be her biggest support and not sugarcoat things with her. Just 100% honesty. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for my daughter, but it's different. It's two different loves, bro. I make love to my wife. I love my daughter. You get what I'm saying? That's two totally different worlds, fam. I love my daughter enough to show her through loving her mom that it's possible for you to have love, daughter, when you grow up. So every day I always show her, I hug her mama. She love it too. Every time my daughter see me hug her mama, she love it, bro. She be smiling extremely hard. She be looking like, oh my God. She be really geeked off of it. So my whole point is it's a difference. A child love is different from adult love. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad because a lot of mothers created their children and bared their children because they wanted their children to cure their sickness, their depression sickness, their sadness sickness, their loneliness sickness, their heartbreak sickness. That's why they created their child. And it's really sad. And it's scary too, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely scary because you got a child that's growing into an adult that's trying to figure out why their life's so empty and why they ain't got that feeling that they friends got and why they ain't got that, why they can't feel that void. It's because your mom never created you for you. She created you to feel that sickness, to feel her void, to fix herself. Why? Because she's suffering from hyper individualism. And she's the hope deferred. It's the hope deferred. Go to Proverbs 13:12. I see it's more people coming in here. Go to it and read the scripture. You know what I'm saying? I broke it down already. So a lot of different ways my pastor broke down the hope deferred was like dreams never coming true. We could say dreams never coming true. We could say never getting that business. We could say never getting married. We could say never getting the car. Like we could say so many different things on why people will suffer from the hope deferred. And the hope deferred is something that never came. It could be anything, something that never came, like your dreams of being a nail salon that you never got, the hope deferred. That man that you always wanted that you never got, the hope deferred. Hope deferred is something that never came. So until you go to God and you ask to be healed, you're gonna suffer from that sickness, and you're gonna create children and try to heal that sickness. You're gonna get with men and try to heal that sickness. You're gonna point at everything else and go through everything else instead of looking at yourself, trying to fix that, trying to ask God to help you heal from that sickness. Or losing your mama, losing your father, losing loved ones, best friends, whatever it is you're going through. I got a family member right now that need to hear this. I should send this to her. The hope deferred, man. You gotta let go of the hurt, ladies. You gotta let it go, especially the black sisters. You gotta let it go. Okay? Because I see too many of y'all doing this note right here. Y'all hide behind a facade of a wall being y'all most hide behind a facade of a well-being when they truly sick. Most of y'all act like y'all good and y'all really bad. So y'all try to act like y'all doing well when y'all really suffering from the loneliness sickness, the sadness sickness, the grief sickness, the rape sickness, the dream sickness. It's so many different sicknesses that y'all suffering from that y'all don't know how to address. So you just running around telling everybody you good. You clocking in every day, acting like you good, and you're really not good. You really toe up. You going around whether you got a profession or your career or not. A lot of y'all women that are financially stable going through this. And it be most of y'all, a lot of y'all women that have careers and y'all going through this, especially you black women. It's sad, bro. And it's really sad because I want to see better in my culture. I want to see more black women with black men happy in love. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because you could tell anybody you okay, fam, but it's low key obvious to anybody on this planet that you're not okay. I'm telling you, it's so obvious. Like y'all could probably look at me and tell I'm okay. I'm really okay. I'm truly look at me. I'm good. I'm good. I don't have not a worry in my life. I used to worry in my other streams. If you look at my transformation from my streams back then to now, fam, I've changed so much and matured with my life. I'm not tripping over nothing. I'm not tripping over a job on my stream no more. You want to know why? Because God has blessed me with another job interview coming soon. And it ain't nobody that helped me, ain't nobody did. Now God came within my wife to help me, yeah. But God came within that job to call me, hit me up yesterday and sign me up for an interview that I got coming up. That's from God. God can heal. God can fix. God can do anything. Who are you to believe in God if you don't know what he doing for us out here? God help me. I have a job interview coming up, y'all. I'm straight. I'm gonna be great. And regardless of what happened, I'm gonna always be good. No matter what I'm going through. Because I give it to God, bro. People be wondering, like, how come things going this and that way for you? Because you gotta give it to God and you gotta walk by faith. You can't be faking it till you make it, because you ain't gonna make it, bro. You not gonna make it nowhere. If you keep faking it, when you go to God, you gotta come to God real, especially when it comes to repenting as a real person supposed to if they want to be with renew their mind through Christ. You gotta repent boldly. You gotta go to Him truthfully. You can't lie to God when you repent. Come on, man. So you can't live in a facade. You can't. You can't keep living in a facade. All right. And it was just said that men can't handle. Uh, uh, it was said, like I said earlier, men can't handle y'all women because it's not because you are independent women. It's not because you got your own and you a threat to him. It's not because of none of that. It's because he is not a doctor to cure your sickness, fam. He is not. He is not a doctor, fam. He not. So he can't cure your sickness, fam. He can't. So while you going around, you thinking he's supposed to cure your sickness, you tripping. Mm. You tripping. He can't cure your sickness, lady. So stop going around to my. He can't handle it, man. They can't handle. No, you can't handle the healing of God. That's what it truly is. So it's not that men can't handle women. It's the fact that he's not a doctor and he can't cure your sickness. Only God can. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you women will heal from this is when you realize that you are the problem and you are the solution, and God is going to give you the instructions to that. God is the manual book to that. If you never knew who God was, trust me, go figure out who he is, and you will have a lot more of an insight and an understanding to what I'm saying and what you've gone through in your life. Okay? So man, I ain't know I was gonna be really this deep into this to giving y'all these notes that I wrote down, and I'm an hour and 20 minutes in. I thought it was gonna be, cause I ain't even. Let me see how much I got left. I ain't got much left. But let's get it going. So as I was stating to y'all, ladies, you are the problem and you are the solution. And God will give you the instructions to what you need to do. And I would just give you advice right now. Just you gotta repent and you gotta ask for healing from God. Got to. I know it sounds crazy as my braids look, but just do it. Just try it. Trust me. Just try it. Um what I was gonna say, right, right. So back to the point of, women constantly stating that they can't be handled. The owner of eBay, she's married. But Oprah, the owner of eBay, she's a white lady and she's married. But Oprah, she one of the richest black ladies and she not married. Y'all know how many financially stable black women that I live around that have nice cars, that look like they have a good living, that look like they just literally are doing very well for themselves. I don't see none of them with a man. I don't see not one of them with a man. And I don't know if it's because they like women or if it's because they just feel like can't no man handle them. You know, a lot of women really believe that. They really truly believe can't no man handle them. And it's really just the fact that can't no man handle your sickness. And they continue to live their life individual as American rebel women because marriage isn't about money. That's why they so paid and they don't have love. They don't have a partner. That's why a lot of these guys be wondering why getting they keep getting divorced because brothers, marriage is not about money. Ladies, finding a man is not about money. It has nothing to do with money. Relationships, it has nothing to do with money. Straight up, bro. I don't know why y'all make everything about money. Only thing that has something to do with money is the bill that you gotta pay and the clothes and the things that you gotta take. And take care of your children. Like that's the only thing. Money has nothing to do with life, fam, outside of that. So I don't even know why a lot of people bring money up, especially when it comes to relationships, because it has nothing to do with money. Not one thing. Uh and it's hard for y'all to hear truth like this. That's why it's only 3 people in here, 5 likes. That's why it ain't really a big following. I ain't got too many big views on a lot of my streams you know, because The world don't know that they sick because society is sick. That's why it's hard for y'all to find help because you can't find help from love and hip hop. Them a bunch of sick women's on there by themselves, single harlots that's halfway dressed. They ain't got nothing to live for. They ain't got no kids or nothing. You can't listen to them and get no advice, man. Uh, you go out there, y'all talking to y'all friends, y'all talking to people y'all know, your neighbors. Not these women single too. They ain't got some of them dating women. Like you can't. Who you asking for advice? You can't get advice from them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being a pest to what you choose to do in your life because that's on you. If you choose to date a woman or a man, like that's on you. I'm not agreeing with what's wrong, but I'm gonna let you do what you want to do because I ain't got control over what y'all do. If you want to dress like a hoe, dress like a hoe. You want to do your thing. But I'm gonna speak on the truth though. And it's hard to go get advice from a woman who's sick just like you, depression sickness, heartbreak sickness. It's hard to get advice from her when she's suffering from grief sickness, so many different sicknesses, just like you. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? And I see this with my wife. A lot of women dislike her because she don't suffer from that sickness. She didn't heal from her past trauma. She didn't let go of her drama in her life, period. She only really discussed things with me. I mean, where do I go? Where do I stop? I mean, the majority of her life, she covered herself up. And my wife has an amazing shape. She not shaped like no cardboard. She you know what I'm saying? My wife is a baddie, bro. She's a very good looking woman, very attractive woman, fam. But a lot of women don't like associating with her because she dressed very respectful, because she literally carries herself in ways where you won't under you like a woman who's of the flesh won't she wouldn't want to be in communication with her. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's too boring for her. You know, they don't live like she live. She don't wear makeup. She ain't trying to go. She ain't got the 87-inch nails on. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't like all that Chanel bag. Like she don't care about all that. So it's hard for her to be. She'll eat some noodles. She'll eat the bag of chips. Like it's different. It's just different, bro. This is why I'm gonna give her the world too, because she is just down to earth like that. This is what y'all women gotta understand. The key to it: be appreciative and genuinely happy with your husband, and you will get whatever you want from us. Why? Because I know that you happy if I go to Dollar Tree just as well as you're gonna be happy if I go to Victoria's Secret. You're gonna be happy whether I spend 10,000 or whether I spend $100 or whether I spend 1 million or whether I spend 75 cents. You're gonna be happy for both purchases, no matter what. You're gonna be happy when I'm 100 million up, and you're gonna be happy when I'm 100 million negative in the hole, which is crazy work, which should never happen. But you get what I'm saying? Down and up. You know what I'm saying? Down and up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. And I keep messing with this braid because it's like it's fighting me, y'all. It don't want to cooperate with me. So, um, back to what I was saying. Uh, yeah. So when it come to good women and women of God, they get a hard time because the majority of the world is filled with women who suffer from the hope deferred, who don't want to understand a woman that has a husband, who doesn't want to be in communication with a faithful woman or a woman who is, who is equally yoked with their partner. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, women of God, like my wife, y'all become threats to women who are harlots and who are of wickedness, who are trying to show they camel toe and they behind and they breasts and they trying to show their whole body and you not. You know what I'm saying? So y'all women gotta be careful how y'all move out it too. They just stay with your partner. All right. The hope sickness though. This is the dangerous part. And I pray for my daughters and my sons, The hope sickness, it can get passed down to the children and it can create a confused generation. And I pray for the kids out there that can't have their fathers because their mom is suffering from the sickness. I pray for the kids out there that can't have their mothers because their father is suffering from the sickness. I pray for y'all, bro, because it's just creating another mass society of confused kids. They don't know what they doing now because mama is so bitter and sick from what she went through that she made you out of just straight sickness and depression just to try to make her happy. And whole time you didn't. You ain't make her happy. She might love you though, but you ain't clear that sickness from her. And the last five dudes that she broke up with, they didn't clear the sickness either. So now she trying to figure out what she's supposed to do in her life. She don't know what she's supposed to do. She going to church every day, but she's sleeping with somebody in the church. The hope deferred. Now you got the kids out here screaming to the top of their lungs like little demons because they don't even know how to play. They don't know how to love. Lil Wayne, they don't know how to love. How to love. So you had a lot of women that didn't last forever. Now you in the throne and trying to put it together. They don't know how to love. That's why the young women don't know nothing about having a good man or a good young man. Or the young men don't know nothing about having a good young woman, man. Because the sickness was passed down from their mothers and their fathers, fam. And all of this stuff was correlating with the Bible, as I learned. Go to Genesis 38:6. I'm finna go to it too. Cause she was doing the same thing. She was going through marriage. That girl that went through two marriages that didn't work. And you know what happened when couldn't get in those marriages? You want to know what happened, fam? She became a whore. She became a harlot. What I see all day, fam. I barely could talk to women because I be looking like, man, hey, how you doing, miss? I'm trying not to look at you. Cause all you see is miss. Cause you know what, man? Have a good day. You can't even look at them. It's everywhere. These women gonna be. If this is a hot summer, don't be surprised if you start seeing women come outside with their bras on and their panties. That it's just it's coming soon. Women don't wanna. They don't want to be normal. They don't want to not be seen. So they're gonna make sure they wear the tightest clothes so you can see something. Say something, see something, see something, say something. They want you to say something, fam. You know what I'm saying? So look, and Judah took a wife for for his firstborn. Was her name Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get her name right. Whose name was Tamar? Right, her name was They made a son, right? Whose name was Tamar. Okay, so they had a firstborn, and Judah's firstborn, right? Is the wife. Is a lot of y'all women. Was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. Why? Why he slew him? And Judah said unto Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up a seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass when he went into his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seeds to his brother. Come on now. So basically, if you read this all the way down to like 16, right? Go to I pray thee. If you just read this chapter down, fam, you will see that is a lot of y'all women. Why? Because basically, I'm gonna give y'all a quick summary of what happened. So basically was searching for love through the hope deferred, fam. She didn't have proper love. Her relationship, her marriage broke, and she went to another marriage broke. And you know what happened? She became naked. She became naked. That's what a lot of y'all women, and when I say naked, I don't mean literal. She became, in the Bible, is literally she became naked. But a lot of y'all women, when I say naked to y'all, and in 2026 right now, today, June 3rd, whatever, right? Naked is y'all wearing them tight pants where you can see y'all vaginas and in them tight pants to where y'all can see y'all behinds and y'all chests and y'all making sure y'all standing in the cameras to be seen. That's naked. That's what did because she was suffering from the hope deferred, right? And she didn't want to be denied. That's why y'all women make sure y'all wear the tightest pants and clothes, bro. And I keep saying this because I be tired of seeing y'all like this. And I wonder when y'all gonna understand that if you really want a man, shouldn't you dress better than that? A lot of y'all, I understand it now though. Shout out to Lethal Shooter. I understand it now. A lot of y'all women do that because y'all don't want to be denied. Interesting. As my friend would say. Interesting. Y'all don't want to be denied. What's wrong with being denied? I used to do door-to-door sales. You know they say you're going to hear 100 no's before you hear yes. Why you don't want to be denied, ladies? I don't understand y'all women that dress like that. You don't want to be denied, but then as soon as a brother accepts you, he accepts you for exactly how you dressing, and you want to deny him? Make it make some type of sense. Even if it's not about money, make it make some type of sense. Please. Okay? So she didn't want to be denied, so she became a harlot. She became, in other terms, a whore. And that resulted in her never being healed. And she blamed her ex-husband. A lot of y'all women result in being harlots and y'all blame y'all sickness. Look, I'm dressing how I want to dress because a lot of y'all don't even really have a valid reason to dress like that. You just don't want to be denied. Let's be 100. You just want to make sure if you end up around the guy, he can't deny you. He can't deny you because you got your stuff out. He can't deny you because you dressed a certain way. So it's like, nah, even if he don't want me, I'm gonna dress like I want him to want me. You get what I'm saying? Hope deferred. You still suffering. So she suffered, fam. And everybody's sick. So ain't nobody, as I see this in society right now today, 2026 June, fam, I am afraid for this summer because I see this all the time. I see this way too much, fam. I see these women out here dressing so disgusting. And these people, these men are disgusting because they okay with seeing it. They not calling y'all women out. I'm calling y'all out right now. Stop. Have some respect for the brothers like me that don't want to see that. I don't. I used to be a thirsty guy. I used to be a thirsty nigga back then. About 15 years ago, I would have been happy to see y'all women walking around like that. But even if I wasn't married to my amazing, beautiful, attractive wife, fam, at this age, right now where I'm at in this life, I still wouldn't want to see y'all like that. I'm not even gonna lie. I understand every once in a blue moon you might see a woman like that, but everywhere I go, every other city we go, I see the same. Like I see the same thing. It's the same thing, fam. I can't even go hoop without looking up, without trying, right? The worst thing about it is I'm not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just living, but I can't even hoop. Cause you see Shanae walking past looking like she smell like straight cigarettes and butt and got on some tight leggings. She wants somebody to look at her behind. I can't even hoop. Why? Cause every other city we go, I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Come on, fam. Nobody want to see that. I ain't gonna lie, I got a whole, I used to call her my sister, fam. I can't even talk to this lady no more because every other city we go, I'm gonna just call it that, fam. That's what it is, though. And y'all women ain't got no excuse. My wife got a badonkadonk too, fam. I don't wanna. My wife is look, she cold, bro. She don't do that. What's y'all excuse? I want to be because I'm confident and I wanna feel good. Okay, you wanna feel good to a predator? Do y'all women know it's men out here that be wanting to snatch women up? And y'all be making y'all kids dress like that. A lot of y'all women be dressing like that around y'all daughters. Then your daughters are little hoes. And then you dress like that around your son. And your son, he getting attracted to you, mama. Yeah, son want to grab them cheeks. Because he keeps seeing mama walking around like that. What's wrong with y'all ladies, man? Y'all do have a power. I know us men are of men of God and we have possess our own strength from the Lord. But ladies, y'all are just as valuable. You once you women find God, you possess almost, if not the same strength that us men possess. No, not the same strength that we possess, but you do become strong though. Stronger than you was when you was dressing like a every other city you go when you was dressing like that. You were a lot stronger than that. That don't I feel like with you women, that don't show a strong woman. That show a weak woman that's trying to sell her body to anybody that she see that's inside of her body. You know what I'm saying? And everybody sick, so ain't nobody calling out. These men looking at y'all women dressing like that. And what y'all don't know, a lot of y'all do know, a lot of these women looking at y'all too. And a lot of these kids is too. They just not saying that because they like seeing it. Most single, this is the, and me personally, as I live in this community strictly, it ain't nothing but single women, fam. And if they not single, I'm not talking about you. But all I see is women by themselves. I don't see no couples around here. Around here. I don't see no couples around here. I don't see no couples. I don't see no love around here, man. It ain't nothing but black single women, fam. Hopefully they don't hear me talking right now because I got a deep voice. Just saying, but that's all I see. I don't see no love around here, man. And you need love. We all need love, fam. We all need love. We need the love of God, and God bless us with the loving partners that He come within. And peep this though. God will bless you with a partner, ladies, that might not be of God, but you can help him come to God. And brothers, you can help that sister come to God. So don't be trying to talk like you, man, God bless me with this. You ask for love, God send you somebody to hate. Why? Because the only way you can learn how to love is if you learn how to hate. Because learning how to hate will teach you how to love. Because you're gonna have to learn how to do the opposite of hating. You ask for you ask for strength, God send you something that'll make you weak. Why? Because the only way you're gonna go from being weak to strong is by building strength. Come on now, make it make sense. This is how God operate. He ain't no goofy. Straight up. That ain't no gang sign either. I know y'all, he look at him throwing up gang signs. So keep God first, fam. Straight up. Now where we at? Where we at? Uh This the most single women ever. And the harlot wives, this is the sickest thing that I've seen. I've seen what they got. It's even within the Christian community. Christian women, even harlots, fam. And they not sure if they want to go. And when you see these harlots, they not sure if they want to go to the club or go to church. I seen something talking about Christian baddies. That's definitely, and they was definitely Christian baddies. They was bad for being Christians, for even having Christian in front of them. They was real bad. I'm talking about extremely bad. And all I could think was exactly what I learned from these notes. Ain't no woman supposed to dress like that. Ain't no woman supposed to look like that going to church. Ma'am, you finna go to church, not to the strip club, not to, and you walking in church with everything out. Come on now. What y'all women need to do is I'm going to help y'all out. Y'all need to say, Lord, heal me to be set free from the hope deferred syndrome. You hear me? I was talking to my neighbor just in case she was listening. You say, God healed me from the hope deferred syndrome, and you will get blessed with a very, and ask what you, be detailed when you're talking to God. Be detailed, fam. That's how I got my wife. I was real detailed. And he broke it down to a T. You would have thought I placed the order online and I got the exact item I wanted. The way I prayed for that, and God blessed me with this woman. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta say, Lord, heal me to be set free from the hope deferred. Okay? Because if you don't, y'all gonna keep destroying and creating a land of wickedness. Why? Because when you can't get what you want, you go get what you want. Yeah, a lot of y'all women know. Now, you know what? I don't care. If I can't get this man, if he married, I'm gonna go ahead and put on these yeast infection leggings, and I'm gonna make sure I get his attention. Oh, I'm gonna just drop this in front of him and bend over, right in front of him. He's gonna be mine. I'm gonna just sit out there and wait till he get into it with his girl. And I'ma just let him know, hey, how you doing? It's okay. It's okay. Come here. Like, come on, fam. Ain't nobody, fam. I'm keeping it real. Real to the deal. Real to the real deal. Cause when you can't get what you want, you go get what you want. Okay? All right. So uh and when you can't, and when y'all women can't get what you want, you feel like somebody owe you something. What's wrong? What is wrong with you? Y'all got to see the dude that do the reactions. It's funny. That's exactly what he said. What is wrong with you? And then he go do it right after reading a comment. So my thing is, y'all women have to be better at having God in your life is what I've gotten from the top of this message to the bottom. Because we getting close to the end. I'm finna get out of here. This is a long stream, but it's cool because my baby's still asleep. My wife's still asleep. I think she's asleep. I don't know. Because I'm trying to hurry up and finish so I can get them going this morning. Okay? So this is what this is being created naturally from the hope deferred from you women. You feel like somebody owe you. You try to make them beg you. You try to make them chase you. You try to make them speak to you. You make them do something to you for you because you feel like, man, I can't get nothing. I don't owe nobody no loyalty. I don't owe nobody no respect. I don't owe nobody nothing. That's why my neighbor is the way she is. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm not throwing shade at nobody or nothing. I was talking about the viewer that was in here, using him as an example when he was in here doing exactly what I was talking about, which is the hyper individualism that he was suffering from. Yeah, we do. I'm happy they watching us. Welcome in, because I ain't nothing but a bunch of single black women that need to hear this message, fam. Y'all need to hear this because we need to do better for our kids, y'all. Don't think about me. Don't try to find a way to get into it with me. We need to do this for our children, bro. Not for us. Change. It ain't too late. Okay? All right, man. So you get to thinking somebody owe you something just because you can't get what you want. And the sickness and the hope deferred created anger, which made her disgrace the man. That's why a lot of y'all hate men now. You hate men because the hope deferred created you to hate men. So now you hateful towards men like was in Genesis 38:6. Just because you hate men, just because your relationship pattern has been destroyed from your own sicknesses that you had caused, though. Straight up. You caused that. Not him. See, I'm connecting with my wife on a whole nother level right now because I don't suffer from hyper individualism where it's just about me. It's about her too. And it's about us as a family. So this is an example. And when I'm out in the world, I respect people because I'm be like, I'm around them. So, hey, how y'all doing? I'm right now. Okay. Sometimes I don't say nothing though. I get it. I get some reason why my neighbor and other people won't say nothing. But that's a different topic that I ain't finna get too deep into right now. Cause I feel like a lot of y'all black women, this is a black women I'm talking about. Y'all suffer from the hope deferred. It's keeping it 100. Okay. And now y'all hate all men. That be the real problem. Y'all women be hating all men, especially when you see a man with a woman and you ain't in no relationship. You can't wait for the day that you hear my wife come around and say, yeah, man, I was putting up with him, and then you get to talking to her about me, not even knowing she just mad right now. She finna give me a chance. And you get the reveal. Yeah, because I used to hear y'all. And I hate him. Yeah, he get on my nerves. I heard him on the live stream that one morning, and he was talking about me. And I'm like, ugh, he disgusts me. It's because y'all suffer from the hope deferred. And you hate all men because you ain't had your daddy. You hate all men because your ex broke your heart and cheated on you. You hate all men because the thing that never came to you that you feel like you needed and people, it created you to hate all men. And that's the hope deferred sickness that you have. It made you disgrace men. Now you hate all men. And the problem ain't marriage anymore, it's men. First it was marriage. And how first it was men can't handle you. Now you hate men. But or is it marriages? Which one is it? Y'all don't even know how many sicknesses that y'all carrying around. Y'all just carrying them around. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about y'all women that I dislike about y'all dressing like harlots is you put yourself in the way of men to trap us. Stop trying to trap us, men. We don't want that. Trap yourself with God. Do that. It ain't no dressing how you want because you comfortable. It's dressing because you don't want to be denied and because you want to trap men. Brothers, when you looking at these women lusting, you're falling for the trap. Stop falling for the trap. It's a trap, fam. It's a trap to get you trapped into their sickness so you could try to heal a sickness that only God can heal. And you men gonna destroy yourself trying to heal them women. I'm gonna tell you that now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women put themselves in the way, you know what I'm saying, as a trap for men. Young women do it, older women do it. And y'all women need to start covering yourselves because don't you want to be a wife and not a whore? Which devil do you want to represent? The wife or which one you gonna rock with? Because I see a lot of women rocking with this one and not with this one. This the wife one. This the whore one. I see a lot of women just settle for being whores. Well, let me go ahead and put on the tightest yeast infection clothes and let me go ahead and it's just sad, bro. Do y'all really want love or not? Okay. And if you women don't ask God for healing, you gonna get a good brother and you ain't gonna know. And you gonna end up destroying that man. And you might have one right now. You probably destroying that man, telling him to go to work. He already want to go to work to take care of you. You got that man giving you all his money. He already willing to give you his money. You won't let that man buy him a pair of shoes. He got to ask you, could he do something? He got to ask you, could he do that? Why? Hope deferred. You don't believe in him because you ain't never believe in man. You ain't had your daddy, your ex broke your heart. Somebody died close to you. Your friends sick too. They single too. They whores. They ain't. So what you doing? You destroying good men out here. Just as well as men destroying good women out here too. And the reason why y'all women destroying good men because you can't trust. Because you got cheated on before, so you can't trust a man again. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if you trust another man again, right? Because you don't see a good man as good. You see him as a man that you disgrace because you don't like men. That's why, who are you to ever talk to a man again? You would never talk to a man again, would you? Yeah, you'd probably date a white man, huh? Of course. And the reason why y'all women are not getting what y'all need from men is because you see them as something that you can get. That's why y'all always talk about a certain amount of money that a man needs to have, but you never speak about the qualities that a man needs that's going to exceed the amount of money. See, qualities are going to last forever, and it creates a new generation of children that's going to help the world be a better place. But when you just want a nigga to make 500,000 and that's it, nigga can be a whole thief out here, a murderer. You okay with grieving over him dying? Because as long as you got some money, you might eventually get over him and then find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to speed through this. Cause I got a family to attend to, fam. Okay. All right. Real qualities are low, but worldly assets are higher. Y'all like money. Y'all like this. Y'all like nails. Y'all like all this other stuff. But when it come to loyalty and a good personality and respect and being a gentleman and they get lower and lower. All the good stuff they get all the way down, and that's why y'all can't find them. And I feel sad because a lot of y'all women also be using babies to trap men, and y'all don't be caring about the kids, fam. And y'all know what that happened. Y'all know what happened. Like my daughters right now. Y'all know what happened. Ask me what happened. Glad you asked, man. I'm glad you asked. You want to know what happened? When y'all create kids to trap men and still don't care about the kids suffer, man. The kids suffer from the wrath of the mother. The kids suffer from the wrath of the mother due to the anger that she has towards the father. Pray for my kids that I haven't seen, y'all. Pray for my kids that's behind the hands of these demonic foster parents. Pray for them. Pray for the kids that are in hands of parents that have no intentions on helping them to a better living in their life. I'm dead serious. I'm not finna. What you thought I was afraid to say that or something? No, I'm for real. Cause they too busy listening to the outside source instead of listening to the actual person. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And brothers, I know y'all want attractive women, but you don't have to accept a attractive woman that is gonna drain you and drain your mental, brothers. You don't have to accept that woman, bro. You can get you an attractive woman, fam, that's gonna help you go for your dreams and gonna accept you as a brother, fam. I'm telling you, fam. Attractive women do exist. I have an attractive wife, and she's nothing like what I see a lot of you brothers deal with. Going broke, losing y'all mind, and all she gonna do is go and find somebody else. Y'all gotta help. And a lot of you women gotta stop offering just sex and beauty. Don't nobody help these brothers out. Y'all gotta help these men out as much as they gotta help y'all out. Straight up, fam. I'm finna get up out of here, man. I hope this message found y'all well. I hope y'all know at the end of this, my closing remarks is I love all you women out there, man. Not as much as I love my wife or my daughters or my sons, but I have a love for y'all enough to hope that God understands that I don't have any hate towards the genders that I speak on or the messages that I push. I got love for y'all. I want y'all truly, I want y'all specifically. I want y'all, I believe in you, black women. Y'all could get a good black brother out here, man. You could, man. And even still, you can get any brother out here. I'm not finna make this a strictly certain gender thing, bro. Like you can get love out here, everybody, especially the black women out here. Is y'all making these kids suffer? You know what I'm saying? They suffering behind the bitterness of the mothers, fam. So prayers to y'all women out here. I hope y'all get right with God, man, and become better. I hope y'all learn that God is overall. God will bless us. God will heal you. God is the King of all kings, and God bless y'all. I hope y'all don't get mad at me. If you do get mad at me, you're gonna be okay because my conclusion and how do you fix it? What's the resolution? Go to God and ask Him to heal you from the hope deferred. Ask God to heal y'all. God bless y'all, man. Peace and blessings, man. I hope this message found y'all well.